sunny day today and we're on the Murray River in South Australia, and I'm going to make a beautiful orecchiette dish. Orecchiette is the shape of this pasta, and I remember my time in Puglia in the south of Italy. We would have this dish all the time, and I always remember it because it was so good. They'd serve it with broccoli, garlic and anchovies. It's a very, very simple dish, and I'm going to take it to the next level by adding some calamari. First off though, we need to cook our pasta. So boiling water here, a good pinch of salt, and then in it goes. I'm going to cook about half of this pack today. We'll give it a stir so it doesn't stick. And if you don't know what orecchiette means, orecchiette is the ear. So it's the shape of the ear. It's a really nice shape to suck up all of those beautiful juices from our pasta sauce. Now let's get onto that straight away. I've got a really hot pan here, a bit of olive oil in there. With squid, it's important that you either cook it really fast, so flash fry it like I'm going to do, or cook it really slowly. Anything in between makes it really tough. So in it goes. And I'm going to keep it in there literally for 30 seconds. As soon as it starts to curl up and change colour, we can take it out. Just a quick saute there. Look at that. And you can see, because that pan was so hot, it's not stewing at all. There's no moisture whatsoever. So I've got another bowl here ready to go, and we can take that out. I'll season it after when it's in with our broccoli. And the pan can go straight back on. Now, don't clean your pan here because all of the flavour is in here. So this is going to help make our sauce magical. 2 cloves of garlic with a knife. We're just going to bruise that and roughly chop it. I say roughly, but just run the knife through it just a few times. Wonderful. And a little bit of chilli. Now you can use dried chilli if you like. I've got a green chilli here. This chilli is really mild, so I'm not taking any of the membrane out, all the seeds. I want all of it in this, all the way to the top. Wonderful. Now this can go in, so a good glug of oil, because this is going to be the base of our sauce. So, 2 or 3 tablespoons is what we're looking for. And in with our garlic and the chilli. And we just want that garlic to start to go golden. Anything over that will give us a really bitter sauce. In the meantime, let's get some anchovies in here. Anchovies are going to give it a really nice savoury flavour. So roughly chopping that, just 2 is plenty, and that'll melt away. We won't even see the anchovies in there. And now for the broccoli. Now, when I had this in Puglia, we would use broccoli, but I love broccolini. The stalks here are so sweet, so don't throw them away. Just finely chop them because they take a little bit longer to cook than the florets. So when you get up to the florets, you can be a little bit rougher with them. And then that can go in. See how that's golden? That's what I'm looking for. And I might even add another glug of olive oil here. I don't think that's enough. And then in it goes. We'll start frying that up. And because I've cut it so small, this takes no time at all to cook. I don't want it to be too mushy. I'm happy for it to still have a little bit of texture in there. Let's toss that. Look at those colours. Yum. If you want a vegetarian night, you can leave out the anchovies, you can leave out the calamari, and a little bit of pepper. Now let's have a check of this pasta. It's still bubbling away. We'll give it a stir. And I'm just going to have a little taste. Oh, that is almost ready. It needs about another minute or so, which is just enough time to finish our sauce. That's what I love about pasta dishes. They're so fast to do, and they're packed full of flavour. Now we can start adding our calamari and all of those juices. In they go. Oh, even this is just yummy. Good enough to eat as is. And there's a lot there. That'll feed almost 4 people. And now I like to deglaze this pan with a little bit of white wine, let it bubble away, cook off the alcohol. We just want the aroma of the wine, none of the alcohol in it, because that'll be too acidic. So just give it a couple of minutes there, and that'll also thicken up that sauce, and then that'll give me enough time to start draining my pasta. pasta's in and now we can toss it. It's all about mixing that pasta through the sauce. So each individual strand of pasta is coated in it. And look at that. How good does that look? I'm really happy with that. Heat goes off, and now I can start adding the pecorino. Leave the pecorino to the end when the heat is off. If the heat's still on, what will happen is it'll clump together. So this is going to give us a lovely shine to our pasta. And also at this stage, we can add a little bit of lemon zest. If I cooked that lemon zest while I was cooking the broccoli, we wouldn't taste it at this stage. So this little fresh zing at the end is what I'm looking for here. Last little toss. Yum-o. And if I was at home, I would just put that in the middle of the table, maybe some crusty bread. Actually, it doesn't even need crusty bread. It's just good enough as is. We'll make sure we get enough of the calamari or the squid there. The juices, the pasta, it just all comes together. And those colours, you can see those little tentacles, the purple tentacles that are just popping. And then just a touch more, just a small amount. Don't go too crazy because it is seafood. And there you have it. Orecchiette with broccoli and squid. I've taken it from the south of Italy and I've brought it to South Australia. I prefer South Australia. How good is the Murray? Beautiful place for a beautiful bowl of pasta.